Okay, so now we have the pleasure to have with us Gerald, which I've known for forever, since
A
we
long
meet
time.
each other
Yeah.
in the same neighborhood. And I just discovered he's a great photographer after he took a picture of me one day. That was what, 10 years ago maybe?
Yeah, yeah. I have some
But
recent
I
stuff
never
too.
thought of inviting you. That's what's funny about it. And all of a sudden, this year, all of a sudden, I had the inspiration to invite you.
Well, I'm glad I finally made it.
Yeah, I'm glad too because
Yeah.
usually I think I invite French people. So,
Mhm.
but this time I'd say I must invite him this time. So thank you for being here.
Well,
And
thank you for inviting me.
okay, so Gerald, tell us what you do. I mean, you're a photographer, right?
I'm a photographer. I've been actually doing photography since I was 11 years old. I came into the YMCA one day because I was a member, and there was a note on the wall saying, "Who wants to learn development and film?"
And you raise your hand.
And I went in, and it was a Mr. Ware. I never forget him. He taught me how to had a lab, and nobody else,
Wanted.
wanted to be bothered. I said, "Well, I'm interested in taking pictures, just like taking pictures." But he showed me how to develop, black and white,
In the old days, it was black and
black
white.
and white. Yeah, you can set up a black and white studio in your garage. But I had a little Brawny camera, and from there, I've been taking pictures ever since. Uh, more last 10 years, more professional than
Than
yeah,
before.
because it takes years to learn techniques on how to take pictures. Anybody can buy expensive camera and take pictures, but it's techniques that's important.
Okay, so you use like a digital camera now.
I use a digital camera now, but some of my best photos have been with film. I also
Okay.
use film also.
Really?
Yeah.
So, how many years did you take black and white?
Um, I don't know, maybe about 5.
5 years black and white, then they
Yeah.
got the
And then I
color.
went to color. Yeah.
Okay, so you kept those pictures?
Somewhere, I've been involved in a couple of 3 flyers. A lot of the black
No,
and white,
really?
yeah, are gone, but I have years of,
Black fires in San Francisco?
yeah, how old Victorian houses, they catch fire, either electrical problems or something.
So
So
you lost some?
I lost a lot of the black and white, but I have lots of the color.
Okay. Okay, that's good that you kept some of the history
Yeah.
because I know you like to document events.
Yes, sure. I've done a lot of local type
Events,
events.
the like
Uh,
Juneteenth and
Juneteenth.
the jazz
Uh,
festival,
I don't know,
Fillmore
maybe about
Jazz.
about 10 years of Rosales on Fridays and
That's true.
Saturdays
That's
nights.
true.
Yeah, so I
It's
have a
too
lot.
bad that
I have
he's
lots of.
gone.
Yeah, I have lots of. A friend of mine
The
asked me, he said,
bands.
bands. He said, "Why don't you write a book?" So
So you
yeah,
did document the Rosellas, the bands?
yeah, I get Rosales, and not only the bands, but the people dancing and
Really?
the activities. Yeah, I have
That's
lots
gonna
of
be
those.
good.
Yeah.
So, did you ever make a living selling photography?
Not by you make a living. What it did, it would cover a lot of the costs. Since I'm retired now because I was a respiratory therapist for 30 years at VA hospital. So now that I'm retired from work, then now I'm going to try to make it pay.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Like you can tape a wedding or
Well, on weddings,
birthday
usually,
parties.
yeah, usually I'm like the second or third photographer.
Oh, there's too many.
Yeah, but what happens is usually the main photographer takes all the the festivities of the wedding, the cake, but I also follow it, but also take the aunts and uncles
Oh,
and other families.
you do a little
Well,
bit more.
a little bit more, but twice, one wedding I backed up, the photographer disappeared,
No,
and the
you were
only
the backup photographer.
I was a backup photographer. And I only film that photos that they had was the ones that I have.
Thank
Yeah, I
God.
tell you, yeah, and
Thank
it
God.
happened once again. So I didn't make the $2,000 or $3,000 that
You should
that I
have.
should
You
have.
should
But
blackmail them.
yeah,
tell them, hey,
You know,
your
they called me up
photography,
and say, "Do you still have those photos?" I said, "Yeah."
you just
One
say
photo,
$3,000 if you want them.
yeah, and you know they had paid the photographer, and he took the pictures because I remember him, and he never. They still haven't got those pictures.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's terrible. Because for a wedding, people are willing to pay the 3,000 to get the
Yeah.
pictures.
And now see, they also get
More.
videotape.
They go
Yeah,
for more.
Yeah, they go for more because they have a videographer there. You know, to
So
take
they have
video.
a budget of 10,000. Yeah. So
The last wedding I did was my cousins, and you know they paid the video, but they also got copies from the photo shots that I took because I took everything also. So they sold some to the aunts, the mother, to the family. So you know sometimes it works out.
wow, that's awesome.
Hopefully, maybe I can charge the you know the $3,000 that they you know I but
Why not?
you know
With your experience.
what makes it interesting. You know, you're so exhausted at the end of
the party.
the party. You know, I didn't even want to
You
eat.
gotta be
You know,
compensated.
oh man, yeah, you really have to be compensated.
And like last time I saw you was at the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Yeah.
You took the Big City Review.
Yes, I have
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Do these people ever buy a shot of you?
When they have
They have so many people
you
taking
got so many people, they
pictures.
say, well, we'll call you. You know, so you know, twice I've given them pictures. I haven't had these developed that I did this last Cherry Blossom Festival. So
Yeah, they have
Well,
so many. Huh?
yeah,
I posted the video of the band. I know you got impatient. You say, well, why is she taping the whole thing? I don't just take clips, I tape the whole thing.
But, yeah.
Because it's my favorite band.
okay, yeah.
And then they were good this
Yeah.
year too.
Oh yeah, they were good. They always.
So
always been
anyway,
good.
I did call them myself and I said, do you need a videographer? And they say, oh, we have so many here, we
Yeah.
don't need more.
Yeah.
But I understand that sometimes the job of a photographer is to tape what you like rather than
Yeah.
what pays.
What happens a lot of times, like I said, they'll have several people, you know, have their own people. Say, well, we got our own people, you know. But sometimes they call you up. Did you catch that? You
That
catch that
scene.
show? You know, things happen.
Yeah.
So, but you know, there's always somebody that'll buy.
Yeah.
You know, so a member, you know, that'll buy them because everybody won't get a copy of the show. So
Yes. So
you know, I like to.
sometimes people are really happy you're there.
Yeah, so you know, I like to try to be that one that they can call. Hey, I gotta have some more cards made up.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. All this is called marketing.
Yeah, especially now. You know, now that it's more
We're gonna
important.
make a website for you.
Okay, that'd be
And
good.
we'll post your pictures. So you brought some pictures, right?
Yeah, I brought some pictures. I still have in the
This
camera.
is your camera. What is it? Digital?
This is digital.
Can I take a picture of you?
Sure.
You're looking good today.
Thank you. See, this is 300.
300. Just tell me where to shoot.
300 is where it starts. Okay, let's get.
You can take one of me first. Oh, open the lens. The lens are closed. Okay, so go ahead, take a picture of me, and I'll take a picture of you. And what's good about digital is that it's developed right away, right? You don't have to go to the darkroom.
No, you don't.
So, and then you upload them, right? Where do you upload
Well, I
them?
have. I just got a computer,
Yeah.
and I'm just beginning to.
You
To
input
learn how
them
to-
on Pinterest or one of those.
I haven't did that yet. I'm just about. I got two different modes. I have a computer and I have a little unit that you can download all of them onto.
I have to
listen.
press twice.
Let me see.
This one, right?
Yeah. Shit, just once.
Does that mean that took?
Yeah, it took.
All right. So basically, you upload them online on
I haven't.
iPhoto?
I haven't did that yet.
Oh, you're not
Yeah,
at
it's,
that
I'm,
point.
not, I'm learning computer. I'm not that computer savvy. Sooner
You have
people,
a
yeah,
MacBook?
I have. Well, you know, I have a HP.
Oh, an HP.
I have HP, and you know, I have all the hookups. But you know, they have a. I'm reading. They have a compact disc that comes with the
Okay.
unit
Okay.
that you can read. So pretty soon I'll be able to. People say, "Well, boy, can you upload them on your computer?"
Can you go a little bit
Roll
to
over.
this way because
Yeah.
you're gonna be off the. Yeah, now you're in it. Okay. Yeah, because you send tendency to go this way. So basically, you document your since it's on digital, you put them on CD, DVDs.
CBD, yeah. So especially when I was doing film, I would have the fellow with the film, and I'd also have it copied
On
down on
DVD.
DVD. Yeah,
Okay.
most people were happy.
Yeah, and now you can store them on the cloud,
Now,
on iCloud.
maybe I can get you to show me
Oh yes,
how
why not?
to start that. Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
many websites where you can upload on the cloud your pictures.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't know what's the system with HP, but with MacBook you have the iPhoto, and then with Google you have you can store your picture on Google.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll try to work on that. So tell me a little bit over the years, because now you almost retired. Tell me, what are your most memorable moments of picture taking?
Just being at some of the best festivals. I haven't got all the best photos of some of those festivals, but I go to Monterey Jazz Festival every year too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I've
That's
been going for the
beautiful.
last 20 plus years. So
Very good bands.
you know, very good band. I've seen some of the greats from Duke Ellington, to Carl
Really?
McRae. A lot of them since passed on.
Oh,
So
so the best players.
some of the best musicians. So a lot of those
So you
photos
have
I have.
hundreds and hundreds.
Well, I got hundreds, and I have a lot of Monterey Bay. Some of the best. Sea otters.
They're all on
Over.
digital.
No film.
Oh,
They're
film.
just doing the film days.
Oh.
Digital I've only been in the digital maybe a couple of years.
Okay, so on the film, were you able to conserve them? I mean, to keep them fresh and all that?
Fresh, yeah, I have lots of piles and piles of film.
You have to digitize them at Denavi.
Well,
This way they'll last longer.
okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of conversion to be done. Just like me, I have to convert all my old tapes.
Yeah. So how
it's-
is that a difficult process? Yeah.
Yeah, I've decided to outsource it because it's too much time consuming just for me to do
Yeah.
it. I need to have someone do it.
Yeah.
So there's Denavi camera. The problem is they are in Sunnyvale, and
Right.
I need to find someone to drive all my boxes of
Boxes
tapes there.
boxes of tape. Yeah. That's like me. I got boxes of photos.
Of tapes,
Tape,
of
photos. Yeah.
of photos.
Yeah.
So because to digitize all these photos, they'll put them for you on a hard drive, right?
Okay.
And this way, in case there's a fire, the hard drive will be.
You'll
They'll
have
give
it?
you two: one to keep outside of your home in case you have a fire,
Okay.
and one to keep in. Your
So you just
give them the box of pictures, and they'll digitize them.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I thought,
One
And
day,
I can get rid of the clutter, because it's.
do you have a friend who has a van? Take my tapes and your pictures.
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah, my
Okay.
brother has band, so.
All right,
we're
let's do
together?
it, and we'll
Yeah,
compensate him
sure.
in some way.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I have like bags, silver bags like this with piles of photos in it.
Oh, I'll
I
take
have
you
about
up on that
five.
one
Yeah,
for
about
sure.
five.
Yeah, I'll definitely take you up on that offer because.
Yeah, definitely we could set that up and do it. Yeah,
Oh, that's wonderful. Terem will compensate him.
sure.
So, because you lived in the Fillmore like for 25 years.
Well, all my life,
All your life.
All my life, yeah.
Tell me
grew
about
up. I grew up there.
You grew up in the
Grew
Fillmore.
up in the Fillmore.
So tell me about the history of the Fillmore.
The history of Fillmore was a basic community. It had you had
No
a common
high-rise, yeah.
no high rise. You had a combination of of not so many Chinese but Japanese, because you still had
Oh, Japan.
you had a little Japantown. It wasn't a
The big.
Japantown as
Oh,
it was.
yes.
Then you had
Now
a,
it's 50,000. Yes.
yeah. Then you didn't have the Jewish. You had the small Jewish neighborhoods that they run around a lot of the stores and the habitash, and then you have the black community, and the black businesses, and that went on until here comes redevelopment, and redevelopment changed all that. They came in and leveled all the properties, business, and they say, well, as soon as we rebuild, you'll have the first first chance at starting your business again. But 10, 15 years later, it's still a vacant lot.
Oh.
So I mean, if you got a business, you got a lot of people moved out of the city, moved to Oakland, and just abolished their business. And there was only a few left, but it was always fun. I mean, there was always things going on. It was always Juneteenth. Good community.
Mm-hmm.
Always they had several movie houses. In fact, they had 1, 2, 3 movie houses that
Really?
you could go to.
Where? What the?
They had the Ellis Theater, and you had the Uptown.
Really?
Yeah, and then another one called American, and I mean, so like everybody went to Saturday and Sunday. People went to the movies.
Yeah, because they had no TV. Maybe.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. So I mean, everybody. Maybe 1, 2, 3 people in the neighborhood had a TV in the 50s. I'm talking about like in the 50s when I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
And now everybody got a color TV, but I mean, you could go to a movie for for under 50 cents.
Hmm.
So,
That's.
but it was a fun place. People, people shopped all week. It was like Friday. Friday was people had fish on Friday. You had.
Oh, there was some kind of a culture.
Culture, you had Catholic, Baptist, Protestant.
We don't have a fish place now.
No, in fact, Rosales used to be Honorado's fish market.
Really?
They used to be the fish market because it was huge. Because they had.
We should open a fish market.
Yeah,
That's
that was Rosales nightclub before he came in and turned into a nightclub was Honorado's fish market. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fish market in the Mission, but we don't have one on the Fillmore. That's what's lacking.
That was a fish market. You could get, fish, and they had a meat market, and they even had poultry. They had live chickens. You get live chickens, and lots of eggs. So I mean, they had that. Everything was available. Bakery.
So it was a good old days.
Like yeah, everything was there within walking distance. You could walk down McAllister Street. It had Katz Bakery, Kast.
Wow.
It had bakery. They made the breads.
So
the Passover. They had they had all the special breads.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and then they had that chicken restaurant, and then they closed now.
Yeah. Well, everything
What was
is
it
closed.
called? I mean, they had a couple chicken restaurants.
They had a couple of chicken restaurants. They had soul food restaurants. They had barbecue, restaurants. Where they made, you could smell the smell of barbecue in the streets. Yeah, Leonard's barbecue.
Why don't you open a restaurant?
That'd be nice because the memories and I mean they would sell out food. I mean they would cook brisket and beef ribs. And they did
We
cater.
should open something like that.
It needs it real bad. I see some of the restaurants that they have on Fillmore now.
Oh, they too fancy.
Yeah, they it's kind of upscale. I mean, I saw people camped out in front. I said, I asked them. I said, "Is the food really that good?" Because yesterday I saw people camped out in a chair. Man and woman. I said, "Is the food really that good?"
Oh, because they served birds. Bird provision.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's the only restaurant in Mexico that sells birds.
Wow.
That cook birds, and they are #1 now, so that's why they're lines.
Well, I said, it must be something, because,
Have you ever eaten birds?
No.
Like all kinds of birds? They are the only one who do it.
Different kind of birds, no?
Yeah, like pigeon and ducks and whatever, I don't know.
Usually it's just always a chicken and turkey and
Yeah.
you know.
So they
Yeah.
have a very special restaurant. So that's what people come from all over the world.
So they must be squab and quail and
Something like that.
yeah. And usually those type of restaurants are very expensive. It's not cheap.
I know. I
Yeah.
don't know how they can afford it.
Yeah, I mean, somebody, quail or, squab or different,
Very rare
yeah,
animals.
yeah,
So yeah, people are willing to pay the price
Yeah, I
because they
guess
come
so.
from all over the Bay Area.
yeah.
Yes.
You've eaten there before?
No, my daughter has, and
Uh-huh.
she said it was good.
Okay. Usually, most people, most of they have chefs that come in there. They know how to prepare it. So.
No, the thing is, I don't like to stand in line.
Yeah, me
Or
neither. Not like it. They do. They
They
start
stand
like
in
it.
line around the block.
Yeah, they start standing in line, around noon.
I know.
And I guess they open up until later.
5,
Yeah. They sit in the line.
So I hate to stand in line. I say, oh,
Yeah.
if it's
That's,
that
you know,
bad, that good.
that's why I asked myself, is the food really that good?
Yeah, first it was #1 restaurant in
Yeah.
San Francisco. Then it became a nationwide notoriety.
Is that right?
It came into national magazines.
Okay.
And then they don't even have a sign on the door.
Yeah, I
but
know. I said, I just, I see them, preparing. I don't even see them when they open up the door. I never seen them open.
yeah,
I just
they're-
seen people line up.
So it's just word of mouth.
Okay.
There's no sign, no advertising. They don't buy any advertising
Uh-huh.
because they get free press.
Yeah,
People
Free
document.
press and, yeah. And you got the
So if
people
you
know
take
about it.
pictures, they'll buy them from you.
Okay. So, what I had to say, I'm trying to get established to where, people say, you say, well, I'll take pictures. And, well, who are you? Are you, just someone, just taking pictures,
No,
You
just
know,
say,
I have to become
no,
more.
put on your card over 50 years of covering the
Yeah.
neighborhood, and they'll hire you.
Yeah.
You're the original photographer. #1 photographer in the
Yeah.
neighborhood, right?
I like to be.
You need a tagline.
Yeah. Okay.
The oldest photographer in the Fillmore. And
Yeah.
then they'll
I grew
have
up
to.
in here. I've seen it when it was vacant lots. Then
I told them, do you
event.
want me to do video? They say you have to stop by, make an appointment. I'm not the kind of person who like formalities
Yeah.
and stuff, and I just never get back to them.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's another thing you can explore. It's the neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go too far away, right?
Hmm,
Do you still go to Monterey?
Huh? Yeah. I went last year before last.
How'd you
Yeah.
do it? By bus?
No, I go with a friend of mine. The way it used to be 4 of us who would go down there. We
Oh.
we rent a big room
A
and
hotel?
a big hotel. That we used to stay at the Embassy Suites.
Wow.
But now it's got so expensive. It's almost like $300 or more a night. They want you to stay at least 3 nights.
Oh my goodness.
So
So
you stay
$100
there?
each, yeah.
yeah. So but it's central located. Plus they give you free breakfast. But now it's changed up. It's different.
It's upscale now.
Well, it's not upscale. Well, they try to make it upscale.
Oh.
They're cutting this and they're cutting that.
Oh.
The only thing that maybe kind of glees, it gives you free breakfast in the morning.
Oh, yeah, that's the good part.
Yeah, free breakfast in the morning and free cocktails at happy hour.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's wonderful.
yeah.
So you decided to stay in the neighborhood in the Fillmore?
Yeah,
Well,
it's,
you know everyone there?
I know
Like,
people know me for years and years.
I
And then,
bump into you all the
you
time.
bump into people, saying, "Oh, what's happening?" So I'm doing this, this.
Oh yeah, one time you saved my life too.
Yeah, so this is how you it's easy to network with people. I saw some people that used to come down to the restaurant. I say, where do they go? Where people go now? We really don't have a point.
Mostly tourists.
Yeah, I would love to be able to get the old Yoshis up here. It stands empty there. You got the restaurant. They have a venue for shows. What is it? A little mezzanine up to the lobby up there with a bar. Have private parties.
Oh wow. Do you know the owners of 1300 Fillmore, Moneta, White?
I've met them. In fact, I've taken pictures of the
of 1300 Fillmore.
14, yeah. In there,
She told me she wants to do videos too.
Is that-
I need to talk to her. So yeah, she hires everybody in the neighborhoods.
Is that right? Yeah. In fact, I've done some.
You took a picture of the chef, her
I
husband.
haven't taken a picture of the chef, but I've taken pictures of her.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
The chef is a big tall man like
yeah,
you.
I've seen him. I've even met him, but I've never taken a picture of. I've met. I've met her at Shiva.
Ah,
You know, with Natch. They're pretty close, and they were there to. They
can
were
I
there
look at
together.
it?
So I don't have that. I don't have that.
Would you have pictures of the neighborhood?
I got pictures.
Let
I
me
got
see.
it in my other
Let me see
bag.
if I recognize anyone. I'll tell you. So, oh yeah, you have. Oh yeah, I know this guy. So you have a whole bunch of people from the Jazz Heritage Center.
Jazz Heritage. I've done. Some friends of mine done some shows over there. You
Yeah.
probably know these people. They own that little
Oh,
club
the-
on Post Street.
Yeah, I recognize some people because they're in the neighborhood. So you document the neighborhood then.
I got pictures of the neighborhood. Yes.
One day you can open a history book of the neighborhood.
And say I like it, but you give me the idea of gathering all those photos together
Yeah.
and having them
Digital.
digitized. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
because
is some of the festivals
I'm
that
sure
people do.
the people of the neighborhood will buy the
Yeah.
DVD at the Fillmore Jazz.
Yeah. Because I have those.
Because
Lots of
some
them.
of them, like you said, passed, you
Yeah.
know. Like Tom Jones, he doesn't live anymore.
Yeah.
Who else doesn't live anymore? I mean, there's a few people that passed. And then the neighborhood changed. Now we don't have the barbershop
This
there.
is my partners, Jay and friends. They played at 1300.
Wow. All these people, my goodness. Yeah.
This is just some of them. I have, like I said, many more. This
Tons
is
of them.
1300.
Yeah. This one's 1300.
Yeah, and this is just people at the festivals dancing,
Yeah.
having a good time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's good that you document this neighborhood that's
The festivals,
changing.
like it's changing. You have the little.
This is a festival. Yeah, that's 1300. Yeah. The only thing about 1300 is sometimes they don't turn on the light on the band. It's
Yeah.
very dark.
It's dark and. I mean, the
It's hard
food
to
is,
take pictures.
the food is not the
Yeah.
food is moderate.
Yeah, I would say
For
three
the-
star. Three
for the
stars.
part, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, all the good food you like to eat now, you need to open a restaurant and make it.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, because they don't make it anymore, right?
No, you used to have the smothered steak and smothered chicken. I mean, that's hard with the baked potato.
Yeah. And so basically, we need to open a restaurant to cater to the people who like that kind
Yeah.
of food.
Plus like people always love barbecue around here.
Yes,
Good
yes.
barbecue.
They used to have one on the Visadero, but
Yeah.
it got bought out.
Bought out, yeah. And plus this the new neighborhood, a barbecue place up here on the Visadero in Grove. They was bought out. It used to be brother-in-laws. But I mean, there's always a long line there, because plus it's pricey.
Yes.
I mean, it's real pricey, but they're good. They cook a whole. I see them cook a whole pig.
Yeah.
Oh,
So and
oh.
people line up.
They will line up, yeah.
Yeah. Did you, when you were young, you liked barbecue ribs?
Yeah, barbecue ribs, because I mean, they had several places. There was Leonard's. There was one on another one on Fillmore. There was several places you can go that I mean, you could smell it in the air. You can tell
Yes,
when it was
as you
there.
walk by.
Yeah, you would smell it in the air. The good hickory
Barbecue sauce.
Hot or mild.
And then the cornbread and
Cornbread. You get in the fixings. It was dinner. It was a meal.
yes. Now,
Yeah.
so now we don't have it anymore because
Yeah.
they sold them.
They sold out, and so
It's
you
a
can't
lot
get
of
that
work
in.
to run a business. It's a lot of work.
Sure.
It's 16-hour day, so you do it 5 years and then you
Well,
say
what
that's
happens
enough.
is this usually started about an uncle or the father of the family,
Yes.
and you have the kids, you know, the other family members working, you know, you see them grow up in the family. Then when the, you know, the elder passes on, you know, if the family members, most of the time the family members say, "No,
I don't want to hold the
yeah,
restaurant.
I don't, you know, I
Let's
don't."
sell it.
Yeah, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
And that's pass on.
Did you
in.
come up with a family of restaurant owners?
No, we just a big family. I was my oldest of 10 brothers and sisters.
Really?
Yeah, so you
Oh
know.
my God! So
so
you
we
had a
just-
lot of responsibility
a lot of
watching about your
responsibility, yeah.
younger ones.
Yeah. So, but only good thing is my grandmother, you know, owned the building that we lived in.
Oh, so no rent for you guys?
Yeah, but you know, I mean, that's during the times, you know, it would probably even be tougher for somebody with a big family to find a place, you know.
Thank you, I can
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
They would have had to move to Oakland.
Oh God forbid, it's true.
Yeah, yeah. And your father had love kids then.
Yeah, lots of kids. Yeah, and he passed in 1991.
Oh, that's too bad.
But you know, he moved on, you know, sometime, you know, and remarried, you know, so you know, somewhere along the line.
Yeah. So your brothers and sisters moved out of the neighborhood?
Yeah, but right now my mother lives with my brother and sister in Oakland.
I see.
And they were trying to get me to move to Oakland.
No, you like the neighborhood.
I like the neighborhood.
You
I like
like
San
Fillmore.
Francisco. You know, I have a you know, rent control apartment, so you know, I'm gonna stay there as long
it's pretty good.
long as I can.
Oh, yeah, make it
Yeah.
better hang on to
Yeah,
it.
hang on
Because
to it.
if you go
Yeah.
to
So you know, San Francisco is my home, and you know, I mean, I tell people that you can photograph you can photograph something every day, not a different subject every day of the year, not photograph the same thing.
yes.
You know,
So you gotta have a love for photography.
yeah, you know, some days I would take my camera and just go out to the beach, go walk through Golden Gate Park. You know, walk from Phil and Visadero around through the park, and you know,
Take a few people.
a few people, just if nothing else, by myself, and just snap pictures. You know, the format of digital is pretty new for me.
Have you thought of doing the little kids in the preschools and the,
No, I haven't, not so much. But
No.
you know, I mean, once I you know establish myself,
you can go in the schools?
I would go anywhere. You know, if you want pictures taken. You want
Yeah, we're
photos
gonna
taken.
do some postcards to give to people, photographer on it,
Okay.
and then
Well, I'm up for that. You're gonna include me in the plan, cause
Yeah?
I'm ready.
you're ready now. You have
I'm
time.
ready. Yeah.
You don't
'Cause
work
you-
anymore, right?
Yeah, because you know you figure when you work, you know, you used to get job. People say, well, you know, we're gonna we may need you to come to Los Angeles,
Just
you know, somewhere, you know, yeah, or just you know just for a weekend. Well, you know, if you're working, you know, you can't do that because you know
Tired on weekend.
You know, tired on weekend. Well, I worked in the hospital, so I had to work every other weekend. So I didn't have every weekend off. So I'll be off one weekend. I had to work the next weekend, Saturday or Sunday. You know, I mean that went on for 25 years. So you know.
Oh, when you had a job, you had to work weekends?
Yeah.
Oh,
When you work in
that's
the
where-
hospital, you have to, you know, they don't give you every weekend off unless you work in administrative. But I work with patients, so if you work with patients, you had
You had
every
to be there?
you had to be
So
there.
you couldn't go to videotape, take pictures of parties anymore?
You know, because there's always the weekend that I'm working is always a party going on. But you know, I tell you, you
Yes.
try to make it, but you know, there you come in Monday, you know, or you come in Saturday. You know, the party is Friday. You come in Saturday. You know, you've been up half the night. You know, doing photography. So
Anyway, it's good to find out a little bit more about you because I bump into you, but I
Yeah.
didn't know you lived in the neighborhood all your life.
oh well,
But-
sure thing. I'm very
so-
glad to.
So,
Every now and then I run across a picture of you from up on the Visadero when you're at Rosales.
yes.
I gave one to Joan where you guys were doing something.
Friends.
Yeah.
Tom Jones, you mean?
No, Joan.
Oh, Jones.
Great. June.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gave me that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a couple people who passed on. They were my friend. Because
Yeah.
unfortunately, time was up for them.
Yeah.
But you know, that's life.
That is.
Also, I regret that they closed the barber shop on Fillmore.
Yeah.
That was like a landmark too.
Sure. You know, Chicago barbers for years. You know.
With all the pictures and
Yeah, because that was
Duke Ellington.
Duke Ellington. That was the barber shop has always like been a like a mainstay, an office. You know, you can come in and find out what's happening in that community.
And
or
then
what,
they closed the bookstore.
go to the bookstore, same thing. You come in, somebody, so and so is happening, or they're going to be a big festival, or or this
What
going
was
to be
the name
something.
of that
That was
bookstore?
Marcus Bookstore.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was some protests.
Yeah,
And they
sure.
still closed it.
Yeah. Well, I think it was some kind of financial problem.
No, somebody bought the building
Was it?
and they wanted to 10
Yeah.
times the rent.
Yeah. Well, that's always the case. Now they're having the film festival is using the downstairs now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So terrible that they're
Yeah.
doing that. But anyway, we have to adapt to changes, right? I don't know where Marcus went. They probably went to Oakland.
Well, there was a book. There was a second Marcus bookstore in Oakland. I don't know if
They merged.
the merger, because one was they were actually run by two sisters. One in San
Yes.
Francisco. Yeah.
Yes, I
So don't
took
know
a
if they-
video of the place before they closed.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. I made a music video of it
Oh, wow.
like a month before they closed. But I know there was a lot of hearing at the City Hall
Yeah.
to avoid closing it,
Yeah.
but the owners
Yeah, they were trying to get historical status, and they wouldn't go for it.
they wouldn't go for it. Yeah, yeah. Whoever has the money wins.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So anyway, it was good to find out a little bit about the history.
Pleasure's
of,
mine. Yeah, anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime, and we'll get together
I'm
with.
sure there's a lot of history in
Yeah.
that street. So this was Gerald Forte or Forte.
Forte.
Forte. So now his official title is photographer. So we're gonna try to get him well known in the neighborhood as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.